do a quick recap on the Qschool, the DP World Tour Qschool for 2022 here in Mottram Hall in the UK. I've just wrapped it all up, so I wanted to come on here and do a quick recap for you guys that obviously went over here walking along beside me, because it was a very, very interesting week. It just took 5 days to play a 3-day tournament, or 3 rounds, sorry. And the way my week started off was lovely. I shot a nice 2 under par, which had me sitting in there about 17th, I think it was, after day 1. Hey, Blair, Formula Golf legend. And then day 2 actually was a washout, complete washout. So we were lucky enough to be sitting at home waiting for all the updates. We did get a few updates, new tee time 5 p.m. We were wondering, the sun sets here at 6:30, 6:15, and then we got a new. The next update was new tee time 6 p.m. So we're currently like 45-minute drive away from the golf course. So we're literally thinking we might be going out there for 1 hole, 2 holes, and then we got an update saying that the whole day has been cancelled. So we are going to move into our reserve day, which is the Saturday, which is today. Unfortunately, I had my flight booked back to Switzerland for today at 12:30, but I've obviously had to rebook, so I do fly back tomorrow morning. Actually, before I want to get through all this, I do want to thank everybody that's helped me financially, mentally. All the messages this week. Been pretty cool. And Carl, who came out and watched me for 2 days play, just a local here that I met on Instagram and YouTube, absolute legend. Pulled my bag around a couple of holes when I was eating my sandwiches. So thanks, Carl, for coming out, and I hope to see you very, very soon. But yeah, everybody that helped me out financially, massive burden off my shoulders. Obviously, these Qschools are not cheap. £2,000 just to enter doesn't guarantee you anything. And then obviously staying with Marcus, and his mum. Thanks very much for putting up for me for the week and cooking my meals. So yeah, keep the expenses down as well. But yeah, getting on to round 2. So round 2 was actually like the 3rd day. It was another wet day. To be expected, I guess. Well, I was expecting wind. I wasn't expecting too much rain, but windy and raining. So I did my warm-up. I was teeing off at, I think, 12:35 or something like that on the 2nd round. And we went out there and I hit one shot. I hit the tee shot on the 10th hole, my first hole. We walked up to the balls and it was bucketing down. I was under my umbrella. Put it this way, I was not enjoying golf at that time. I was looking at my playing partner thinking, you got to hit first because I can't hit in this rain. And he's looking at me thinking, it's your go. And then we just waited out. I felt like it was hail at one stage. And then we got the call that it'd been called off. We had to go back into the clubhouse. And the thumbnail of this is actually the putting green as we walked off the golf course. So I had a few rivers through the putting greens. So I think we waited about 2.5 hours in the clubhouse. Everybody was changing rooms, using hair dryers, drying off their clubs. It's like a zoo in those changing rooms in the clubhouse. Everybody's trying to get their hot drinks and food at the same time. Carnage. Then we got out. I can't remember what local time was. It was about 4:30 local time, I think it was. So we had in our brains that we're probably going to be playing for the next 2 hours, 2.5 maybe. And they actually made us play all the way up to 6:40 yesterday evening. And that was me putting out on the 3rd hole, which was my 12th hole of the day. And unfortunately I've jumped around. Yeah, second round I shot 2 over par. This was the 3rd round. The 3rd round took 2 days. It's been a long week. yeah, second round I shot 2 over par. Just a few too many mistakes. I had enough birdies. It was just the soft mistakes here and there. But you know, we did have a couple of holes this week that were 470, par 4 into the wind. I guess 2 great shots to get onto the green, let alone make a par. And then the third round was the round that we had the big delays. So I got 12 holes in third round, and I had to come back this morning at 8:30 and finish off my third round, which was 6 holes. And then after the third round, they're going to make a cut, which the cut is 7 shots within the last qualifying score. So we had 18 guys qualify from this event. So it meant if you were within 7 shots of that 18th position, you'd be playing the fourth round, which was this afternoon. And unfortunately, I finished +4 for the tournament, which meant the cut was +3, so I missed by 1, so I didn't get to play this afternoon. But in saying that, you know, I needed to go out this afternoon, probably shoot 7, 8 under par to try and get inside that top 18. And around that track, with my game at the moment, I'm not sure if that was a possibility, but I did play well. I'm walking away from this tournament happy. I've been, you know, the people that have followed me really closely the last 3 years, I have been struggling to hit golf shots, to play golf on golf courses, and I can quite honestly say I'm walking away from this tournament feeling like I can play golf. I hit some golf shots out there that were very good. But then I also hit some really soft shots, you know, missing greens from, you know, from the middle of the fairway and just miss them short side, and then not making up and down, you know, or, you know, good wedge in my hand, good chance for making birdie, and just hit it to 25 feet and miss it, and, you know, make a par. But the other holes that you got to attack, because there were a few very long holes, especially on that backside. The 17th hole, I honestly felt like that could be a very good par 5, and I think it is a par 5 for the members. It's like 470 dogleg right, but you have to hit it to the corner. You can't hit driver. I was hitting 2-iron off that tee. Some guys were hitting 3-iron. I don't think maybe 3 would, but I never saw anybody hit driver. You can't go around the corner, and then that just leaves you with an extremely long shot. And as it got wetter and wetter, the course got longer and longer. So yeah, it was a good week. Thanks, Scott, for the good effort. It was, yeah, happy the way it went, and I did want to come on here and sign off to you guys just to say thank you very much for being there along the way. And we'll give it a go next year. I mean, it's not the end. It's tough to get through, but you know, we'll see where we sit next year, end of next year, and give it a go. Still a dream of mine to play on the European Tour. That ain't going to stop. So yeah, thanks very much for everybody that has supported me along the way. Financially, messages for the week. Much appreciated. And a big thanks to my mental coach, Scotty, for helping me with my pre-shot routine. I can honestly say that helped me out a lot this week, and I do have a video coming up. I was trying to get it out before the Qschool. It just didn't happen. Obviously, there's a few days in between before the Qschool. I was just focusing on Qschool. But I'm going to get that video up on this page, and it's my pre-shot routine. Then I talked to my mental coach, and he told me 2 things that changed my mindset, changed my way of thinking big time. So I'm going to share that with you guys, and hopefully that can help out with your games in the future. But yeah, thanks very much for all the support. And yeah, we ain't done. We'll find a way to get to that European Tour start at some stage. All right, cheers guys. Thanks for the support. We'll see you back in Switzerland.